Moving on with this painting, and we're going to finish the street lamps in this segment. And I'm just using some Mars black and a liner brush to go ahead and paint the post. This is a human element. It's not a tree, so it has to be fairly straight. If it was a tree, I wouldn't worry about it. So you could use any tools that you have, just making sure it's straight. Something like this, for example. Just making sure we are straight, rather plumb. As I said, it's a human element, so it has to be perfectly plumb. That's the bottom of the street lamp. Now before I go ahead and finish this street lamp, I'm gonna indicate a few bushes over here, right around here. I'm gonna pick up some black and some raw umber. And we're going to do the underpainting for it. With my mop brush and some ultramarine blue, white, maybe a touch of raw sienna, I'm going to go ahead and apply some mid-tone to these bushes. Just like that. Keeping some dark here and there. Working with the mop brush, as I press down on my palette, the bristles opens up, and I can go ahead and lightly tap on my canvas and create impression of snow on these bushes, just like so. Just blocking the pole and top and the bottom of the light fixture. And I believe it's fairly plumb. It's a human element, so it has to be perfectly plumb, but this painting is not going to a gallery. You don't have to be too worried about it, but I'm trying to do a good job with it. I'm going to pick up some ultramarine blue and white with a filbert brush. Just going to come here, maybe a bit more white. Just going to come here and apply some highlights here. It's right next to the lamp, so it's going to cast some light right around here. I hate painting around things. And I'm going to bring in another brush, just soften some of the edges. Getting rid of hard edges. Just blending it with the background. And maybe some highlights here as well. For this tree too. And we're going to blend it in with darker value of that blue. Can highlight everything, otherwise the highlight won't show. You need some dark. So this area we're going to keep it fairly, low key, darker value. Not too much action over here, just because we want to show the light over there. A bit more white mixed in with that blue, and we're gonna drop in some highlights over here, indication of the light from that street lamp. Again, always blending it with our darker blue. Get a smooth transition of colors over here. With some yellow and the liner brush, I'm gonna go ahead, drop in the indication of some light. For this street lamp. And I'm going to use a mixture of my cat yellow and white to go ahead and drop in a bit more lighter value up there, maybe even some white. Now I'm going to pick up some of that color with my mop brush, but not too much. And I'm going to come here, indicate a bit of reflection of that light on that snow over there and right here. And immediately with my mop brush, just going to go ahead and soften it. Just a hint of that color on the road, on the snow. Get the excess paint off of your mop brush and just go over it again and blend it. Just a hint of yellow. You know, you don't want to overdo this part, definitely not. Now I'm going to wash my brush because I want that yellow to be gone. I don't want to make green. I pick up some of that, my Acrylic blue. Pick up some of that blue, some of that white. And we're going to come here, drop indication of snow maybe over this lamp. Now we're not going to cover everything, just a touch over there and down here as well. And down there as well. And with a lighter value of that color, some highlights. And maybe some highlights here. And just soften some of that, just blend it with the landscape. I'm going to bring in some of my raw umber and raw sienna, and we're going to apply some highlights over here as well on the pad, the road, whatever you want to call it. And some darker value. Go back there. Just gonna blend it in. And some of that raw umber again for here. We're going to get darker as we move away from the light source. You can even add some black to your raw umber. And go a bit darker as you move away from it. And go ahead, blend it. get rid of the hard edges. With my mop brush, I'm just going to come over here, apply a bit more highlight here. And with another, just going to go ahead and get a soft, smooth transition. I'm just going to apply a bit more of that white over here, and just going to go ahead and just blend it, get rid of the hard edges, get the excess paint off of my brush, and just like that. Maybe some more over here. And just gonna go ahead, blend that as well. Get the excess paint off of the brush and just move away from the area, and the brush does it for you usually. And like that, we're gonna go ahead and finish that area. Now I'm gonna do exact same thing for the other one. So right now, I believe I am at a stage of the painting that I can call it complete. Of course, more work could be done on this painting, and I may go ahead and work on it. If I do, which I will, I'm gonna definitely put it into a video and show you guys the final touch-ups and stuff like that. But for now, maybe I go ahead and move to another project. I'm gonna put this aside, and hopefully I can come back to it later. Maybe before I sign off, maybe a few highlights here and there, maybe over here, maybe some highlights here. And always soften your edges very easily. You could use this brush and highlight your trees and bushes. Very nice brush to have. Some call it mop brush, some blender brush. Here we go. A few more highlights here and there. Soften some of that, blended the rest of the elements. Maybe a bit more highlights here. And that's it. There you have it. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you try something like this at home, I'm gonna see you with another video hopefully soon. Take care and have fun.